Hey there, today let's take a fun dive into the fascinating world of how our bodies and minds work together to shape our emotions. Ever wonder why sometimes your heart races when you're nervous, or why a certain smell can make you feel happy or sad? Well, it all starts with interoception, the incredible ability to sense what's happening inside your body. Interoceptive sensations are like your body's internal weather report, giving you clues about things like heartbeat, breathing, and even immune responses. Sometimes these signals get a bit mixed up, bit like a bad radio station aimed to what scientists call interoceptive disturbance, which can play a role in mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, or some other food disorders. Now, your body has a nifty way of keeping everything balanced called homeostasis. Think of it as your body's internal thermostat powered by the autonomic nervous system. This system manages your heart rate, digestion, and even immune responses, all behind the scenes, often without you even noticing. For instance, during emotional moments, your heart might beat faster or slower, influenced by the cardiac cycle, and this can actually affect how you're feeling, like feeling calmer during respiratory sinus arrhythmia when your heart rate fluctuates with your breathing. Our bodies have sensors called baroreceptors. Tiny but mighty. When they sense changes in blood pressure, they send signals via the vagus nerve, affecting your heart rate and even influencing your mood. Activation of these sensors can lead to feelings of calm or alertness depending on the context. And speaking of the vagus nerve, it's also involved in parasympathetic mechanisms that promote relaxation and recovery. Emotion isn't just about what we think, it's also about what we feel physically. When you see an emotional face or expression, it stimulates your brain processes this through regions like the amygdala and the subjugal anterior cingulate cortex. Think of them as your emotional command center. They interpret positive or negative value, basically whether something feels good or bad, help you decide whether to approach or avoid. Interestingly, your body's physiological signals like heat, pain, intensity, or the sensation of a prick are also part of this emotional puzzle. These signals are transmitted via unmyelinated fibers from the spinal laminar 1 spinothalamic tract, which carry so much information from microneroreceptors and nociceptors to your brain, helping you identify pain or comfort. And here's a fun fact: your heart rate variability is a mark of your autonomic state and emotional flexibility. But don't worry, there are ways to improve interoceptive accuracy and insight, and techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy can help you become more aware of your internal sensation and correctly attribute them, leading to better emotional awareness and regulation. Think of it as tuning into your body's internal radio stations and adjusting the volume for a clear signal. Sometimes after an infection or illness, people experience post-infection syndromes, fatigue, neurocognitive difficulties, or even ongoing pain, showing just how intertwined our immune system and emotions really are. Immunological change can influence mood, leading to feelings of anhedonia, a loss of pleasure, and even deep depression. So next time you feel a flutter in your chest or a pang of anxiety, remember it's all part of the amazing complex system that keeps you alive, alert, and emotionally connected. By understanding this between physiological signals and neuromodulation and emotional processing, we can better navigate our mental health and maybe even learn to listen a little more closely to our internal world. After all, your body and brain are the ultimate team working together to keep you balanced, and that's pretty awesome.